I don't know. I posted it, but I mean, people aren't seeing things too. So
Okay, we're recording now. I'm so excited to have y'all here this morning. We have Michelle Thomas, and super excited to hear from her. She is juggling her 2-year-old nephew along with jumping on our call. So I totally appreciate you today. I know, life goes on when we're trying to work our businesses, right? So we all get really good at juggling things, but we're super excited to hear from her, and I'm just going to go ahead and turn it over if that's okay. Let her introduce herself. She is a Diamond Ambassador, and if you haven't seen her Monday night calls, which we share often, they're pretty awesome. So take it away, Miss Michelle.
Hey, well, thank you guys so much for having me on. I actually feel like nervous and always super honored to be on any other leaders call, because I know that we are very protective and, we only bring on things that we feel like are going to add so much value. So I really, really, really appreciate that. I wanted to I'll do a quick introduction for anyone that doesn't know me. And then I also want to just feel free. Like, I love interaction and I feed off the energy. So if you have a comment or question about what I talk about, just chat away, open that chat and just ask questions, because it will help me to continue on. So anyways, I have actually been with Plexus for 6 years. It seems crazy. I actually cannot believe, I think that's the longest I ever did anything, like 6 years. I feel like I've grown up in network marketing. 6 years ago, I was actually for 10 years, I was in retail environment. So I did retail management and worked in retail stores. So I worked probably about 40 to 50 hours a week while I had all of my and so after that,
right here.
Someone not muted. I have like ADD. Okay, so after, can you hear me? Okay, so after working retail 10 years, we had really prayed about it, and we felt like I was supposed to be a stay-at-home mom, although I was making the majority of our income. I was a good 6-figure income. My husband was a musician, and I don't know if you know much about that, but that's basically like making nothing. And so he wasn't making that much money, and he was doing some sales on the side, but he was making about a third of what I was making. But we felt very clearly that God had said that he was going to take care of us, and he was going to sustain us, and that this is what we were supposed to do. And so we took a leap of faith. I started babysitting kids. I don't even like kids. And, like having my nephew here is like, woo, like, whoa, I love my own kids, but babysitting is not my thing. Anyways, so I took on babysitting kids. I made my own laundry detergent. I just did what I had to do to like make it. And it was truly an amazing time in our life. And then I was introduced to Plexus, and I turned it down. I didn't want anything to do with it, because I was willing to do a lot of things, but I was never willing I never posted on Facebook. I only had like 100 and something Facebook friends before I started Plexus. We had just moved to Florida, and I didn't know anyone. And so network marketing didn't make sense to me, because, it seemed like you had to have this huge network and you had to know a lot of people. And that wasn't my case. That wasn't my situation. And so I turned it down, and I said, I just don't have the right personality for it. All of that. And I watched my friend for several months. I actually wouldn't even order from her. I ordered product off of eBay, and just to try the product. So I was like the worst friend and the biggest skeptic. But after a few months, my sister actually saw a post from my friend, and my sister is the one that wanted to join. And I was smart enough to not let my sister join without me joining, which she had to join underneath me, because I was like going to make sure like it's my friend. And so honestly, that's how I got involved in Plexus. I had no health goals, and the only reason why I would have joined is to make money. I probably would have never joined for gut health, just because I didn't understand it, and I didn't really have any health issues, so to speak. So anyways, I joined Plexus, and I'm kind of an all or nothing person. So I basically applied myself. I started following my upline and my friend, and I did what she did, and I pushed myself out of a lot of comfort zones, and I went Emerald in about 12 months. I went diamond in about 2.5 years. It took my husband about 2.5 years to go emerald underneath of me. And we are still on the quest to sapphire and diamond for him. So 6 years in, and it's like, it's everybody's journey is so different, and it doesn't matter if it took us 10 years for him to get to diamond, it would be worth it. And so we are continuing to grow our network as I speak, because now we started Plexus in Florida, we moved to Ohio, and this last year we moved back to Nashville, Tennessee. And so I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I've moved to 3 different cities since I've been in Plexus. And so I feel like I've always worked Plexus in a cold market. And so I've had to do a lot of online marketing, a lot of networking events. I've had to really stretch myself out of a lot of things that most people would panic if they had to do. And I had to do that really scared, go to a bunch of different meetings, network with a ton of people. And that's how I brought on some of my best. I had to do a lot of vendor events. And that's how I brought on some of my best people. Several of my leaders, I had no other. Hey, Brittany. Yeah, we love Nashville. Some of my best leaders that I have, I did not know before Plexus. So I love that. I love that anybody with any kind of current network, it doesn't have to define their future success. I love that we have, that people can do this in all different kinds of, networks and experience. And yeah. Yes, it's awesome. I love being at home with my kids. I love not missing a moment. I always had, Plexus has been a dream that I never dreamed. I always say that, my biggest dream wasn't cars and houses. I'm actually I don't live for expensive things. I promise you. But what I do live for is just never missing a moment of my kids' basketball games, and never missing a moment of their sports and being there for them. I've homeschooled several years, and so I love all that. So anyways, that's just a little bit about me. So we live in Nashville, Tennessee. My husband's emerald, I'm diamond, and we feel like our goals have just begun. Plexus gave us the ability to dream again, which has produced new dreams. And the dreams continue to flow because we see potential. And that kind of brings me to what I want to talk about, which is 2019. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are as excited as I am, but the company has done some stuff to set us up for huge success in 2019. And they've done it. They've laid the groundwork. Now it's up to us to apply it, to learn it, to apply it, and then see business results. And what I'm noticing right now, because in December, so before they launched this new system for everybody, in December, I actually was able to pilot it with about 10 to 15 of my team members. So we worked with Genevieve, which you guys all seen her at Super Saturday, and she explained the system. She was the creator of the system. She was hired by corporate to design the system, or to create a system for us, duplicatable system. And she took me and 10 of my ambassadors, and she put us in an accountability group, and we piloted the system. And it's crazy to me because, so back in August, my husband and I, we came together and we're like, we need a system. Our team needs a system. And so we spent weeks creating videos, those beautiful videos that Plexus just came out with. We did this on our own. We created videos, we created scripts, we created a system just like this. It was like an act of God. Nobody would pay attention to us. We would try to implement the system, and it was just in one ear, out the other. I'm going to continue to do my own thing. As soon as we were piloting a system, though, from corporate, it was the buy-in was so much greater for people. And we, in the month of December, we seen huge results with the people that were piloting the system. We were tracking the amount of people that were watching videos. We were tracking the amount of people that we got as preferred customers, ambassadors. We were tracking results from the system. And honestly, the first 2 to 3 weeks, that's you're not going to see as much business results. But now, after the first of the year, now that we're about a month in, because we've been doing this since December, early December, the end of November. Now we're starting to see, like, I mean, it's, the momentum is there, and our team is in like such accountability that every day, everybody's going into our group and they're saying, 20 messages sent, 3 videos sent, 4 follow-ups, 1 new preferred customer. And these are comments that are going in every day. And so I'm a believer in the system. And so I know Alicia had asked me to be on here this morning because I did pilot the system, and I think that I love the way that Genevieve said it on our diamond call, was that a lot of people they see it, or, you know, a lot of people don't even know what we just launched, in a sense, like fully understand it, because it's not anything new. Like, everybody thinks, well, we've all been reaching out to people, you know, we've all been messaging people. But what the system is, once the scripts are all downloaded, which we've been using a lot of the scripts. And so Alicia, do you guys have like the scripts at all yet?
Just the ones that we've already gotten, like the ones that she posted the other day. Is that what you're talking about? I think she said she was putting something in the back office too.
Yeah, those are coming.
Yeah, we don't have that yet.
But we've been using these scripts just like what she's posted, or else we've been going in our groups and just saying, like, what would you know, or we have a whole thread of different scripts. And it's amazing to see how, what I think that the system is doing for people on my team is that it's actually given people the confidence of the idea of more people doing a little bit of work. You know, it was getting to on our team to where it was just like a few of us were doing a ton of work. You know what I mean? Like, a few of us were like, I sent out 50 messages today. I'm so, like, you know, I'm dying for my rock star or whatever. And, you know, we're like scrambling. But ever since the system, it's like, we're really getting people to buy into 5 to 10 messages a day, and that they're not even sharing their personal story. They're asking people if they're open to watching a video. All they're asking is if they're open to watching a video, and you know, or saying something first, but then, you know, that's the gist of the message is, are you open? And people are like excited that it's kind of copy and paste, but at the same time, like, it's given them a lot more empowerment. And so we're seeing a great success from it. I just, you know, I want to really express that, because I think after Super Saturday, a lot of people were excited and they reacted to what happened. You know what I mean? They reacted to the fact that we created a system. And then there's 3 more parts that go to that before you actually see business results. And the first part is learning what the system is, learning what it means to send, then what it means to share, and then what it means to invite, and then learning the Me+3 training, and then learning the Silver and Beyond training. So there's send, there's share, there's invite, and then there's Me+3 training and Silver and Beyond training. And it's all inclusive. Really, there's nothing, I mean, within all of that training, it's pretty much every aspect of network marketing. It's even, I mean, that's leadership, that's duplication, that's fast start, that's teaching people how to expand their network. That's teaching people what to say. It's teaching people how to post online. Every part of this system is all inclusive to how to teach your team, to teach and train your team. And so, you know, at first, Super Saturday, people are, and then they have to learn the system. So that's where everybody is right now. Some people are like, I don't understand it yet. I don't really get what we just launched. And then you have to apply it. So you actually have to start utilizing it and actually hold yourself to being intentional with it and not just having intentions. You know, a lot of us have intentions to work our plexus business. We intend to post every day. We intend to send out the messages, but we really aren't doing it. And so we have to hold ourselves accountable to this to actually, which is the last part of this, is actually seeing business results, is once we start applying it and actually seeing the business results that come from it. So anyways, like, that's just what I wanted to share. Is I wanted to share that how we've applied it is that how we've kind of applied the system to our teams. So just to give you a little bit of inspiration, if any of you are struggling with how to actually bring it into your team, and everybody's going to do this a little bit differently, but we have a business page with our runners, like people that actually want to work the business. And so we felt like that was a good place for our accountability and our training. and to be really intentional and active in that page. We have decided in the month of January and probably even into the month of February, we might do something in February, but we've canceled any 7-day challenges or any other opportunity events. And this is why, not because we don't think those things are good, but we're trying to get everybody to either do meetings, sip and sees in their own homes or in their own spaces, or plug into Monday night plexus sip and sees, because what we've asked for years is for these tools from Plexus, and they've actually given them to us. So Monday night, they're doing every Monday night, we have an opportunity call. And so the third part of this system is to invite people to watch an opportunity call. And so I'm trying to get people to plug into that Monday night, and then it stays on there for 24 hours. So, pretty much every person could have the potential to watch that call. And then it's just using the tools. I want to create something that's like a well-oiled machine on my team before we add in a bunch of different events that complicate it. And we're really seeing people dive into this. So every Sunday night, my runner team, we do a Sunday night call, and we're just retraining the system every Sunday night. And you would be amazed by how many people just like they've wanted success for a long time, but somehow this system is creating success for them. And I'm like sitting there thinking, like, we've talked Frank's List forever. We've talked messages forever, but I don't know if it's just because it's all like on one page and we have scripts. And so they feel like, they can truly copy and paste this, and they're getting bolder because a lot of us have come together to do it, or what it is. But we are seeing really good stuff from it. So we're doing Sunday night calls. We have an accountability group. We're trying to plug our prospects into Monday nights. And then every day in our group, we are posting our daily activity. So how many messages we sent, how many videos were watched, and so on. And so does anybody have any like questions or anything that they would want to ask? And then I just have I just have a couple more things I was going to share, Alicia, unless you wanted to interrupt me.
No, I think this is great. I think part of it may be like, I'm curious, who is in your runners page? Like what is the criteria for being in your runners page? And so is that where they're, and on that runners page only, that's where they're at the end of the day giving their stats of what they did that day? Yeah.
Well, there's not really any criteria. Maybe I should have made it something like that now that you say that, but I'm just like, anybody that wants it can be on. So, I don't know, like I can show you something real quick. If I can do a screen share. Let me see. But yeah, we have like 300 people on there, and people are just.
You just give them that option, say, hey, we're going to have a runners group. If you are wanting to grow your business, you can be in this runners group.
Yes.
And then so on your main team page, do you talk about the system at all, or is it just in the runners group?
So every, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So every Sunday, I always post our Sunday night call, like in our big team page, so that people can watch that training. And what we're getting a lot more people like added to this group like every day. And so, I think people are wanting to do it. And so this is kind of what, I messaged all my A's today, did it scared. I'm praying after seeing the responses, going after the B's tomorrow. Like people are really, now this girl, she's just really stepped up, and she's been, people are posting tips too, like how to print your Facebook list. 2 hours ago, yesterday, 22 messaging, 4 3-way chats, level 2, signing a business bill in the next few days. And what we're finding is a lot of people are super inspired by all these comments. I followed up today, spent some time connecting, lots of follow-ups, 1 new preferred customer, 7 messages sent out today, 15 messages sent. You know what I mean? Like, I had done 54 messages yesterday, 25 messages. And as a leader, and so you can see, this is basically what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And then, so this is what's been really good too. So almost every day someone's like posted something like this. So quick question, how do you handle giving out prices, like where people will ask how to respond to things. And so then, you have all this feedback, and people are learning through this.
Right.
Learning how to recruit better. So anyways, I'm seeing, like, what I feel like I'm seeing is just a lot of leaders coming together. They're posting, it's empowering a lot of people on their team. And I can look at somebody with this system. This is why you really need to grab a hold of this and apply it, because I feel like anybody could come to me right now and just say, I don't know what to do. You know how you do, and people are like, I don't know how to get back started. I don't know how to remotivate my team. I've not done anything for 3 months. What do I do? I will start at the beginning of the system. I'll say, okay, get out your leads list. Okay, it starts here. If you don't have anybody to talk to, we can't do anything. And so, it helps me to walk someone through their personal activity, and then we can talk leadership, but the leadership only comes from the new people. You know what I'm saying? Like the new people you're going to bring into the business. So anyway, it's been really good. Any other questions? Or I'm curious as to how to get any of my team to do any of this. Team of like 26, all but 3, my level 1s. I post, I message, you said you have 2 that say they want it, but don't. I would personally, if I was, sorry, my nephew's in my room now. And my office is beside my room, so I thought he was going to start screaming. I would personally maybe do a chat with just your runners, maybe not even a group, but like, a 3-way chat or something on Facebook, and then just say like, hey, if you want it, and, train on the system, and just start by you being consistent. If you're doing it, it's going to motivate people. You can never, like, the best way to motivate your team or to motivate people is to do it yourself. I can't go a day without posting in that runners group, because I have to hold myself accountable to that. And if they don't see me posting, then why should they post? So I would, so Janelle, like, that's most people. Most people have brought in people as wholesale ambassadors in this business. It's true. Like, we have focused so hard on the products, and we've not really set people up with the expectations of sharing what's possible, the potential of the business. We bring people in just to get them healthy, but we're forgetting about the fact that there's a huge financial opportunity. And if you did not watch this last night, so we had an ambassador go Emerald in 6 months. Not me personally. I wish she was my level 1, but she's not. But she was on, she's from Kentucky. Her name's Melody. Now I'm not thinking of her last name. What's her last name? Anyone know? Melody gosh, I'm fighting it. Melody Hoppius. So she joined in June. She went Emerald at the end of December. And I just interviewed her last night. So if you want to go on my wall, you can watch the interview from her last night. And she's like, she is all about the business. She said, if anyone joins my team, she said, you have to share. I need you to share on Facebook. I need you to comment and post. I need you to do this. And so we're like, well, come on. Like, not everybody wants to do that. She's like, I know not everybody wants to do that. But she's like, I'm setting people up the expectation. Like, we're doing this. This is a business, And so I think that for a long time, just to kind of go off of what, Janelle is saying, I joined this as a business. Like, I understood it as a business. I'm not afraid to talk about money because I know most people need it. And I recruit for the business. I actually have a hard time getting customers. And so I try to present it to everybody. Now, does everybody, Alicia, be the rock star you're looking for? That's true. Like most people want to ask, like, how do I get my team to do this? Just start doing it. If you feel like you don't have anybody that would be willing to do this with you, then you get with some accountability partners in your upline, sideline, whatever. Hold yourself personally accountable to this and recruit with the intention of bringing people in as business builders. And you will start to see things change. People that, start helping people go silver. That's the whole idea of the new Fast Start program we have. It's me plus 3. And so start helping people get there quicker because we have a track to run on now. The last thing I'll say about this, and I have to jump off because I have another call, is that look at this system. I loved Genevieve when she shared this with my team, and it kind of helped us really understand why a system is important. A lot of us would reach out to people and we would just invite them to meetings without ever having done any pre things. And what Genevieve said is that we were doing a lot of activity, but in the wrong order, and maybe with the wrong quantity. And so she said to look at the system as a recipe for success. In every recipe, we have quantities. In every recipe, there's an order. Like you do this first, and then you do this second, and then you do this third. And then there's ingredients. There's certain ingredients. So when you think about the system, the quantities, just like in a recipe, the quantities is the amount of contacts that you need to make in a day, or the amount of messages. The order is send, share, invite. And there's, all that. And then the ingredients are testimonies, your scripts, your videos, your opportunity events. And so it kind of helps you to think about the actual order of things and how much, so many people want success. And then I ask them how many people they're reaching out to, and they're like 10 a month. You're not going to get there. You know what I mean? Like, you have to up your productivity in order to see the results or to get to your goals. When messages aren't answered, ignored, how long until you message again? It just depends. If they haven't responded to several messages, I might just wait until we have another incentive come up, or whatever, I want a new product. But if I reach out to them and they didn't see it, I might wait a couple days and just say, hey, I meant to follow up. Did you get a chance to read my message? And just say something like that. And if they don't, then you just move on. I mean, there's no big deal. Just because they didn't now, maybe I would look back at some of your guys' messages you sent. And if you sent, a book, if you vomited plexus on a lot of people, go back to saying something like this. Okay, I just had to reach out to you today. Plexus has launched some crazy, amazing new things. Are you open to watching a video? Just say, are you open to watching a video? And when I say that to people that haven't responded to me forever, they'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, oh, okay, this was easy. This is way easier than trying to convince everybody to do something. It's way easier to say, are you open? Are you open to just watching a 1-minute video or a 2-minute video? Yeah, I'm open. So anyways, it's been a game changer. And I have to run, but any other things that you want to say, Alicia? Or
well, I know you have a call like right now. So I'm so sorry for keeping you. We could talk to you all day. And I just want to encourage all of you, go watch on your main wall, on your Facebook wall, right? Not even in a group. It's on your main wall, your Rock the Pink. Well, are y'all calling it something different? It's so,
no, Rock the Pink.
You just got new cute lights and stuff in your background. But anyway, y'all go watch it and learn, because she's got some great things on there. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, you're welcome. I thought about this. The reason why I wanted to watch it is because that new Jewel, her Facebook page, and watch her posting. She's so energetic and fresh. And a lot of us just need to understand and be so much more grateful for the opportunity that we have, and we would attract so many more people. And that's why people are just like coming out of the woodwork to join her team, because she's just shouting from the rooftops how incredible this opportunity is. And some of us forget that, and we lose a little bit of gratitude. So anyways, I love you all. One plexus. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. What is that noise?
I have no idea. Hang on. Is somebody calling somebody on here?
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. Sorry. Okay, that was the weirdest thing. That was Matthew Aaron trying to call me via Messenger. Okay, so I was like, what is that noise? I didn't even know. That wasn't my normal ringtone. That is hilarious. Okay, so I love some of her ideas. Can we chat about some of those real quick? Should I keep the recording on, or should I stop it?
I'd stop it.
I'll stop it. Hang on.